guys are in the top 5 nationally across the board.
You know, just coming out, nobody got relaxed, nobody got complacent at all. You know, just coming to practice each and every week, and everybody just kept working hard, and you know that's just exciting to see. That's when I know that we were going to be a pretty good team on defense.
Was there a certain time this season that things just started clicking?
I feel like all season we just you know kept working. Each week we just got better. And, that's what we just wanted to keep emphasizing the whole season.
What does Jordan Davis bring to the team, both in the locker room and off the field?
He off the field, he's very funny. You know, loves to be around him. But on the field, I mean, he works hard. He's a threat, and I mean, we need Jordan. We just try to stay on him because he is young, so we want to just keep working.
Are you surprised Georgia doesn't get talked about a little bit more? I mean, all we hear about is all the offenses. Nobody really seems to talk much about the defense. Is that just kind of how football's gone, or do you guys use that as any added motivation?
I mean, I just look at it as how football is. Like I said, it's kind of good for us because I mean, we want to keep coming to work and ignore the noise.
Tae, how's it been this year practicing for this team? Because the past 3 years you've always had to do the cut blocking, and even in spring practice, preseason camp, y'all would always dedicate a couple of periods to what Georgia Tech does. How has that been different this year?
We haven't really started practicing yet, so I really don't know. But we'll see once we start practicing.
But so has that been pretty nice that you hadn't had to deal with the cut blocking in spring and the cut blocking in August?
Yeah. It has been nice. I mean, like I said, everybody who's played in that game knows that this week it was crazy when we had to prepare for that.
What was it like when the coaches are like, okay, this period? I guess would y'all be in a meeting room and the coaches would be like, okay, y'all, we're going to work on cut blocking today? Yeah. Would everybody just drop their heads?
Yeah, everybody will drop their heads, especially the corners and stuff like that. They hate cut block.
Yeah, Charlie was saying y'all's knees ought to feel a lot better this week.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
Is it when the offense is struggling a bit? What's it like on the other side? Do you guys, I'm sure you'd like them to be scoring a little more, not putting quite so much pressure on you. Does it, just how does it affect y'all's mindset when they're, settling for field goals or having a little bit of trouble moving the ball?
Everybody have their games. We just want to, stay behind each other. Tell them to keep pushing, just stay on their ear, and just keep encouraging each other.
Is it putting a lot of pressure on you guys right now, though, where you feel like you've really, you don't really have any leeway right now?
At times it's tough, but I mean that's part of the game, and we're pretty prepared for it.
Is it the same feel with this rivalry? I mean, you've lost to Tech before, and you've also been a part of a couple of teams that have whipped them the last couple of years. I mean, Kirby was talking about the records. I mean, you got to throw them out when one's 10-1 and one's 3-8. I mean, does this feel like any other Tech game, or?
Hate week always got to be exciting. So I mean, no matter what record they got or what we have, it's hate week, and we're gonna come out and try to play the best game we can.
DeAndre Walker was the guy that talked this game up a lot. Now that he's gone, who's been the biggest Tech hater? Because DeAndre Walker last year couldn't say enough bad things about Georgia Tech.
I'm pretty sure all the seniors on defense, on offense too. They gonna, we all gonna come out and have their chip on our shoulder just to play our last game against them.
Do you know the guys over there, and is there something about not wanting to be the Georgia team to lose to Tech? I mean, is this something you'd hear about, you think, for a long time if you lost to your team?
I mean, most definitely. I mean, nobody want to lose in a rivalry game. It's a pretty important game, so we're gonna come out and try to play our best game.
You committed originally to Georgia Southern, who ran that style of offense down there. Did Tech recruit you also during your high school days?
No, Tech did not recruit.
I'm curious, for Georgia Tech, I can understand their motivation given that you guys generally have the upper hand. What generates that hate or that motivation to want to beat them so badly?
Like I said, I grew up just watching this game, and I mean, I go here, so it's a pretty important game for me. I mean, it's hate week.
Tae, I'm sure you already answered this, but how was it like preparing this year around for this Georgia Tech offense, knowing it's not the triple option?
It feels really good. Like I said, just coming in on this day, just knowing we gotta, look out for cut blocks and stuff like that. It feels great that we don't.
You guys have obviously done a good job of really shutting down that offense the last couple of years. You guys seem like you're probably still built for a good run offense, but you're going to see the pass a little bit more probably.
Yeah, like I said, like every game we just want to come out and prepare the best we can, and we'll we'll adjust to it Saturday.
Is there a weirdness that you don't know much about Tech, given that they are transitioning from the triple option to something new? I mean, is there kind of the weirdness of like, I don't really know what to expect?
I mean, yeah, it is kind of weird, but like I said, we're gonna prepare like just like any other team, and we'll adjust to it.
How much does it help you that you guys have kind of done this, where you know Atlanta's coming and you've got that game on the horizon, and you kind of have learned how to deal with it? How has that happened over the last few years?
The next game is the most important game. We just want to emphasize that. The coaches do a great job of, just telling us, the next step is the best step. So, we're going to take it one step at a time.